You're watching the edgeproperty.com's Market Talk. Our guest today is none other than Datuk Tunku Putra, Badlishah Tunku Annuar. Of course, Datuk is the Managing Director of Sime Darby Property Bhd, which is the property division of Sime Darby Bhd. Datuk, congratulations. Sime Darby Property has been named as Malaysia's best property developer from the consumer's perspective. Of course, this is by virtue of, the company taking the top spot in the Edge Top Property Developers Awards 2009. Yeah, Datuk, going forward, maybe you can share with us, what can the market expect of Sime Darby Property?
Yeah. Firstly, Foong Yee, we are thrilled at Sime Darby Property to have achieved this recognition, and all my colleagues at Sime Darby Property are really thrilled that we have managed to get this recognition, and we have a sense of achievement within the company. Over the last 2-3 years, it's been difficult times for us with the merger and so on, and the fact that we are less than 2 years into the merger to have achieved such recognition is indeed something that we're all proud of. So that's something that I wanted to say. Going forward, I think we still have a lot of room to improve. If you look closely at the ratings, I think we were very strong as far as quantitative criteria was concerned. We were number one in most of the criteria. And that's not surprising given our size. With the merger of 4 different companies, we are now the largest property company. But we are also now very pleased to be recognized as one of the best. Yeah. But as far as the qualitative ratings are concerned, I think we still have a lot of room for improvement, and that is something that we and our team at Sime Darby Property will focus on. To make sure that we try and stay among the top property developers in Malaysia. Yeah,
but Datuk, big is one thing, but being big and be of a very quality developer is another thing. But how are you going to achieve these two? Because basically you are huge. You're right at the top. Yeah.
It's not easy. There are benefits to having a certain scale, and we intend to continue leveraging on our size. I think. You're well aware of some of the initiatives that we have taken to leverage on our size and scale, and that seems to have been paying dividends. But going forward, I think the property industry in Malaysia is very well developed. We have a lot of strong players in the market. They're very innovative and aggressive in the marketplace, and to ensure that we remain at the top, we need to be very responsive to market needs. Going forward, I think this is something that we'll continue to do. The sustainability issue is one issue that's being championed by not just by Sime Darby Property, but by the Sime Darby Group as a whole. So we'll continue to look at trying to make our products and townships more environmentally sensitive, environmentally conscious. We've got some interesting projects that we hope to be telling you about early next year. And we hope that will help Sime Darby Property showcase some of these sustainability initiatives.
I think the last 6 to 9 months especially has been a very trying period for a lot of developers. Yep. But I think for Sime Darby, you seem to have actually done very well indeed, especially with your Parade of Homes 3. Is that something that you reckon that you'll be continuing to do going forward? I mean, what I'm trying to say is, are you going to continue to offer those kind of incentives that you've been offering to the market?
Well, I think at the moment, the last Parade of Homes actually terminated in the middle of June. So since then, we have not had any such promotion. But I think, Foong Yee, as you can see in the marketplace, a lot of developers continue to give incentives. I think, as you rightly said, nine months ago, a lot of developers faced difficulty in selling their product. So now that the market is recovering, a lot of them are now coming back to the market, and there's a lot of offerings in the marketplace. So developers, it looks like they seem to have to continue to give incentives until such time they normalize their sales achievements, I guess. So we are trying, instead of giving a lot of promotions, we're trying to add more value to the product. So it doesn't become so price sensitive, it's more product benefit driven. That's something that we we hope to do.
Yeah, but Datuk, looking at the market the way it is now, it is so very competitive.
Yes.
So how do you actually stand out from the pack, despite of what you have just shared with us?
Well, I think you know that we've set up a research and development innovation department, and I'm very excited about some of the work that I've seen come out of this department, and I think that will be the key to our success in the future. There are a lot of things in the pipeline I can't share with you now, but as I said, hopefully next year some of these new exciting products will come online, and therefore we hope that our products will not be so price sensitive, but that we want to create desirability for our products, and hope that people recognize the value inherent in the products that we create.
Right. So we are talking about economy of scale, perhaps?
Not just economies of scale, but even in product layout, product typologies, the type of materials that we use in our products, trying to utilize modern methods of construction to reduce the construction time, reduce construction cost, a whole host of things for me.
So we were talking about basically innovation, perhaps?
Innovation, correct. Development, innovation, re-engineering.
Right, the whole works.
The whole works.
Yeah, okay. I understand that you have been traveling a lot lately. Maybe you want to, share with us what's happening.
Well, I think, Sime Darby Group is operating in more than 20 countries, whereas the Sime Darby Property Division is only in about 7 to 8 countries in the region. So we hope to increase our international footprint, and the recent downturn has given us opportunities in markets that perhaps in the past we did not look at. So our strategic and business development department really tracks what happens in the various markets in which Sime Darby has businesses, and there are opportunities obviously because of the reduction in capital values.
Of course.
So we have, as you say, I've been traveling around looking at various opportunities to increase our international footprint.
Right.
So we hope to be able to announce some interesting acquisitions in the near term.
In other words, you have already a couple in the bag?
Working on it. Cooking.
Yeah, okay. Well, which part of the world are we talking about? I mean, are you looking more at the Asia-Pacific region, or are you looking more at over Europe or the States?
Yeah, I don't think we are geographically that way inclined. I think what we've done is to research where the opportunities are. So, for example, in the UK, capital values based on our research have dropped 40 to 50%. So there are many opportunities there, but the problem is the market seems to turn very quickly as well.
Of course.
So even in UK, the market has turned. Singapore 6 months ago, there were many opportunities, but again, if you read the news, I was there last week looking at some things, and again, the market in Singapore has turned incredibly. I mean, they're back to where they were at the peak almost. So. Although the opportunities are still out there, but they are really hard to come by. But we continue to pursue such opportunities.
Right. Yeah. So, can we kind of assume that you have not actually missed the boat?
I think in a way we have, because I think if you look at the cycle, the bottom was probably 3 to 6 months ago in most of these places. So we're not coming in at the very bottom, but in a lot of these cases we have started talking 3 to 6 months ago.
I see.
So hopefully those deals are still there.
Okay, back to Malaysia. What is the outlook, for the rest of the year and going into the year 2010?
As I said, in the last financial year ended June, we were fortunate that we managed to retain our financial performance compared to the previous year. But as you know, a lot of the property companies, saw a downturn in their bottom line. And given that the market has somewhat recovered, as I said earlier, a lot of these people are now going back to the market to try and catch up what they had lost 9 to 12 months ago. So I see this next 6 months to still be a consolidation period where those those developers who had trouble in the previous 9 months will try to catch up by
Sure.
giving a lot of promotions and offers.
Right.
And I'm hoping that by the second quarter of next year, things will kind of normalize.
Okay.
And we can go back to almost business as usual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we will definitely be hearing more from Sime Darby Property.
Yes,
Yes.
you will.
Okay. I'm afraid that's all the time we have today. Thank you very
you.
much for joining us.
Thank you for
Yes. Thank you for watching and have a pleasant day.